inside the 44 is Cameron Vanderweer. To his outside, the OK 1 Stop 1S of Justin Kleinsma. Row 3 inside the OK 1 Stop 1J of John Foreman. The 10N of Cole Nordquist. The 7 of Christopher Demera. And choosing to start the tail, the 57X of Devin McMartin. 8 cars set to go. Green flag here in heat race number 1. Carl Brewer jumps to the top spot. Everybody slips sliding around. John Foreman a little too high off. Justin Kleinsma a little too high off 1 and 2. He'll fall back in the pack, lose a couple spots. As Carl Brewer, your leader through turns 3 and 4, slides up. Josh Blom in second. Vanderweer and Nordquist battling side by side for that third spot. Brewer continues to lead. Everybody trying to find their way around the 3/8 mile here at Park Jefferson Speedway. Carl Brewer taking advantage of a great starting spot. He is your leader off the top of turn number 4. Josh Blom in second. The 10 of Cole Nordquist third. Under pressure from Cameron Vanderweer to the 44. Vanderweer gets the spot. Move Cameron up to P3. John Foreman with a good recovery back up to 5th. Cameron Vanderweer too high in 1 and 2. Vanderweer out in the loose stuff. He's going to lose 1, 2, 3, possibly 4 spots as the 44 pulls back on the track. As off of turn 4, Carl Brewer getting it done. Josh Blom with a good run through 1 and 2, trying to reel in Brewer for that top spot, but they've got almost a full straightaway back to Nordquist in third. Devin McMartin in the 57X with a good run, trying to take over that 4th spot from John Foreman. McMartin not able to hold that line down low. He'll slide up and fall back into that 5th spot. As down the backstretch, it is Carl Brewer pulling away. Josh Blom second, Cole Nordquist. And then that battle for 4th with John Foreman, Devin McMartin, and Cameron Vanderweer trying to join as well. As the white flag waves one more time around Park Jefferson Speedway for Carl Brewer. Devin McMartin and Cameron Vanderweer continue to battle for the 5th spot into turns 1 and 2. Vanderweer inside McMartin up top. McMartin not able to get the grip. As the checkered flag waves, Carl Brewer picks up heat race in number 1. Second goes to the 25 of Josh Blom. Third to the 10N of Cole Nordquist. 4th will be John Foreman in the OK 1 Stop 1J. And Cameron Vanderweer rounds out the top 5 in the 44. Justin Kleinsma in the 1X. Got off the top of turns 1 and 2 there on the final lap. Cost himself a couple of spots. But your heat race winner rolling down the front stretch in the 13K out of Vermillion, that is Carl Brewer. Keith Sanders scheduled to be here inside of row 3, but not making the call. That moves Cody Thompson up the inside of row 3 with Nicholas Peters to the outside. 6 cars set to let her fly here in heat race number 2 for the IMCA Sportmods. Rusty Montang takes the top spot. Darren Rupke, Boulware, Vanderweer, Thompson, and Peters are running order on the speedway. Connor Vanderweer trying to find a way around the 14 AJ Boulware, but can't get it done. Lap 1 in the books. Rusty Montang, your leader. Keith Sanders late joining the field. He'll fall all the way back in the back of the pack. He's going to need a caution if he's going to try to get past anybody. But field quickly getting stretched out here in heat race number 2. Rusty Montang leads about a 2-car length advantage over Darren Rumpke at the line this time. AJ Boulware, Connor Vanderweer, and Cody Thompson, your top 5. Cody Thompson and Nicholas Peters seem to be joined at the hip. Those 2 cars can't seem to get any more than 6 inches apart as they work their way around track. Peters with a little hello to Thompson. Thompson trying to keep her straight. Looks like he will. We're going to stay clean and green. AJ Boulware makes the move for that 2nd spot around Darren Rupke as Rusty Montang takes the right side tires off the backstretch. Wild lapper on Park Jefferson Speedway as AJ Boulware again tries to get around Rupke, but can't make it stick. It's still Rusty Montang at the front of the line. This time just barely Darren Rupke as AJ Boulware continues to try to make that pass. AJ Boulware goes around in turns 1 and 2. Trying to get that car refired. Looks like he will, but we'll have caution. Caution the speedway for the 14 of AJ Boulware. Cody Thompson, your point leader. Thompson buried deep in the pack. Rusty Montang second in points. Rusty leading here in heat race number 2 as the pace picks up. Green flag waves. We go back racing. Cody Thompson tries a dive bomb move on, trying to get around Nicholas Peters. Peters crosses over, going to try to get back by him on the backstretch. Peters and Thompson have been attached at the hip this entire race. But off of turn number 4, the big bed sheet flies one more time around for Rusty Montang. Connor Vanderweerd trying to make a move on Montang here in the closing laps. Not sure if he's going to have the time to get it done. As he'll dive into 3 and 4 one more time. Montang dives to the bottom. Checkered flag in the air. Heat race number 2 goes to Rusty Montang. Connor Vanderweerd, Nicholas Peters, Cody Thompson, and Keith Sanders, your 5 cars making up heat race number 2 for your IMCA Sport Mods. Heat race 1 and 2 in the books for your Sport Mods. Your heat 2 heat race winner is the 13K Carl Brewer, and rolling on the front stretch, winner of heat race number 2, the T1 of Rusty Montang. Rolling off in the 5th spot, your current point leader in the 51A, that is Elliot Almdahl to his outside in the Niner 7. And at the tail of the field, the 99 machine of Tony Drucke as the green flag waves. J.D. Hamas takes the top spot. Dalton Damagala second. Colin Smith and Dusty Ballinger battling for third. The Niner 7 of John Oddie in the 5th spot. Look out. Damagala gets that back end around. Dalton Damagala goes around in turn 4. Comes to a stop. We'll have caution on the speedway. Damagala got a little tail end happy there in turn 4 and could not save it. So caution for the 18 of Dalton Damagala. 7 cars on track. The 83 of Justin Smith and the 3Z of Matt Zebarth, both not making the call here in heat race number 1. As off of turn 4, the pace picks up. Green flags. Let's go back to racing here with the RaceSaver sprints. Colin Smith got on the gas, trying to get to the top side in turns 1 and 2 and make the pass around Hamas. Right there at that right rear tire, but cannot complete the pass this time. Smith crosses over to the inside, but off of turn 4, it'll still be J.D. Hamas, your leader. Colin Smith second, Dusty Ballinger, John Oddie, and Elliot Almdahl, the top 5. Smith with a big run off of 2, going to pull right back to the push bar of the Hamas machine into turns 3 and 4. Hamas slides up the block, but Smith goes to the whip on the outside. Smith goes hard into turns 1 and 2. We got a new leader. It's Colin Smith in the 0-5. Smith takes that top spot. J.D. Hamas second. Dusty Ballinger, John Oddie, Elliot Almdahl, your top 5. And Colin Smith got a line that suits that 0-5. He's going to try to pull away. Colin Smith got that 0-5 hooked up already. Half straightaway advantage over J.D. Hamas. Dusty Ballinger in the 3rd spot. John Oddie and Elliot Almdahl running out the top 5. Elliot Almdahl within a car length of the Oddie machine for 4th. But up front, your defending track champion, Colin Smith, defending his turf. As he comes off of turn number 4, we'll have one more lap around Park Jefferson Speedway. Dusty Ballinger has reeled in Hamas for that 2nd spot. Almdahl and Oddie battling for 4th. Almdahl on the bottom, Oddie up top. Ballinger completes the pass for 2nd off of turn 3. But your winner off turn 4 is the 0-5 of Colin Smith. 2nd to Dusty Ballinger, J.D. Hamas, 3rd, Elliot Almdahl, and John Oddie rounding out the top 5. He is your defending track champion. He comes into the night just 1 point out of the top spot, trying to get back to it. Your heat race winner is the 0-5 of Colin Smith. Row 5 inside the 13K, Carl Brewer is outside the 14V of A.J. Boulware. Scheduled to roll off in the 11th spot, the 57X of Devin McMartin is outside the 47 of Darren Rupke. 13th start from the 7cc, Christopher DeMero. The 1S of Justin Kleinsma and Nicholas Peters. Your 15 cars set to take the green flag here in the road to the Iron Cup for the IMCA Sport Modifieds. The lights go on around the track. We're set to go 16 laps of feature racing. Cody Thompson, Cameron Vanderweerd going to bring the field to the green. And what is that I see? Is the sun come out? Cody Thompson slides up, takes the top spot. A little bit of a hello from the Vanderweerd families. They're going to go side by side for the runner-up spot. Cameron and Connor battling for second. A.J. Boulware out in the loose stuff on the backstretch. He's going to lose a bunch of spots. As off of turn 4, your leader is Cody Thompson. Cody Thompson leads Cameron Vanderweerd, Connor Vanderweerd, Keith Sanders, Cole Nordquist, your top 5. Rusty Montang in. Carl Brewer running side by side for that 6th spot. But up front, it's Cody Thompson in the cotton chassis, your leader. Christopher DeMera goes around in turn 4, but gets back on the gas. Will stay clean and green. As Cody Thompson with a half straightaway advantage. Cameron, Connor Vanderweerd, 2nd and 3rd. Keith Sanders making it a 3-way dance for that 2nd spot. Connor Vanderweerd got a little squirrely. That allowed Carl Brewer to get by and might allow Rusty Montang to get by as well. Both Brewer and Montang now up inside the top 5. As Thompson leads nearly a full straightaway back. Josh Blom goes around in turn 4. Blom stays on the gas trying to keep that car pointed in the right direction. But Blom stopped at the bottom of turn 4. We're going to have a caution for the Outworks Graphics 25 of Josh Blom. Hard break for Cody Thompson, had nearly a full straightaway advantage, and it is now gone as Josh Blom had some trouble there bottom of turn 4 and brought out the caution. Keith Sanders, Cameron Vanderweerd, Rusty Montang, Carl Brewer, your top 5 as the green flag waves. We're back racing. Thompson again takes the advantage on the top spot. Keith Sanders up to 2nd, trying to get the bike down low. As Cameron Vanderweerd holds on to the 3rd spot. Carl Brewer, Rusty Montang thinking about going high-lower on the Vanderweerd machine, but can't get it done. Cody Thompson out front, the 25C. Carl Brewer, a big run through 1 and 2. Brewer trying to take over that 2nd spot from Keith Sanders. Brewer on the bottom, Sanders up top. Vanderweerd on the high side as well, pushing Sanders, but not going to be enough as Sanders crosses over. Brewer takes the 2nd spot, but Sanders takes it right back. A.J. Boulware goes around in 4. Justin Kleinsma slows in 3 and 4. Caution on the track. Caution on the speedway as A.J. Boulware comes to a stop in turn 4. 6 laps scored complete, 10 laps remain. Cody Thompson leader in the 25C as we go back to green flag racing. Carl Brewer taking advantage of that outside starting spot. He's going to move up into the position number 2. Rusty Montang going to get a big run off too. He's going to try to get around Keith Sanders as well. Montang and Sanders still battling for that 2nd spot, or the 3rd spot behind Brewer and Thompson. But out front, it's Cody Thompson, your leader. Thompson, Brewer 1 and 2. Rusty Montang trying to find a way around the 2 as well. A little hello off of turn 2. Brewer running about a half car width higher on the speedway than your leader Thompson, but now up to 3rd, Rusty Montang. 8 down, 8 to go. Thompson, Brewer, Montang, your top 3. Cameron Vanderweerd, a little squirrely. That allows Nordquist to reel him in for that fifth spot, side by side for fifth. As Vanderweerd loses Nano Keith Sanders sideways in front of the field. That bunches up the back of the pack. Your top three cars for the breakaway. After that, it's all kinds of crazy town. Sanders, Nordquist, Foreman, McMartin, Vanderweerd, all right together on the speedway. But over a half straightaway behind your top three cars. Your top three cars running all different lines around the speedway. But the best battle on the pack is for positions 4 through 9. Sanders, Nordquist, Foreman, and Martin, Vanderweerd. Those 5 cars all right together on the speedway. But as your leaders roll down the front stretches, IMCA, they all take 3 separate lines through the corners. Thompson in the middle, Brewer a little bit higher, and Montang enters low, exits high. All 3 lines very fast and seemingly very equal around the speedway. There's no one driver able to really pull away from the rest of the other 2. Your top 3 cars are at the start-finish line now. The rest of the field entering turns 3 and 4. So over a straightaway advantage for your top 3 cars now, as Nordquist and Sanders side by side for 4th. Nordquist completes the pass, moves up to P4. Thompson tried a different line that time, lost some momentum, as this time out of flag stand, 2 to go. Thompson now high in 1 and 2. Brewer a little bit lower line. Brewer gained some advantage in the corner, but lost it on the straightaways. Nicholas Peters goes around in turns 1 and 2. Peters on the infield as the white flag waves. Peters is off track, so we will continue on. Through turns 3 and 4, the double checkered flag in the air. Feature win number 5 on the season for Cody Thompson. Carl Brewer second. Rusty Montang third. At the line, 4th will be Cole Nordquist and Keith Sanders running out the top 5. We are going to keep the show moving tonight, so we will do the victory lane celebrations after the races once again. So Cody Thompson will take that 25C car to the pit area. Again, we'll do victory lane after the races tonight, so we can keep the show moving as we continue to have the possibility of some weather in the area, even with the sun going out. So we're going to keep the show moving tonight. Do victory lane celebrations after the races with Cody Thompson and the rest of our winners later on tonight. Your starting lineup looks like this. Starting on the pole, the 43 MB out of Rock Rapids, that is J.D. Thomas. The JD's outside, the 907, that is John Oddie. Row 2 inside, the 05 of Colin Smith. To his outside, your current point leader in the IMCA RaceSaver Sprints, the 51A of Elliot Almdahl. Row number 3 to the inside, the 99 of Tony Drucke. To Tony's outside, the 18 of Dalton Damagala. The 3Z, Matt Zebarth. The 83 of Justin Smith, not making the call. And starting tail of the field, the 2D, it's the Combine, Dusty Ballinger. 15 laps to distance, into turn 4, green flag's out, here we go. John Oddie not getting up to speed in the 907. Everybody checking up to avoid as Oddie still working slowly around the top of the speedway, now on the gas. That allows J.D. Thomas and Elliot Almdahl to get away. Thomas all kinds of squirrely, he doesn't have any traction. Almdahl, Smith, 1 and side by side for the top spot. 3 cars battling it out. Oddie takes the 907 car pit side, trouble for the 907. But your leader off turn 4, J.D. Thomas. Dusty Ballinger completes the pass around Tony Drucke up into the 4th spot. Colin Smith having trouble. Smith slows the 0-5 into the infield. Came into the ninth second in points, battling for the top spot, but now sits idle in the infield. J.D. Hamas out front in the 43. Elliot Almdahl second. Tony Drucke goes around in 3 and 4. Comes to a stop at the top of turn 3. We're going to have a caution. Caution for the 99 of Tony Drucke. Dalton Damagala spins to almost make contact as well. Complete 12 laps remain for the Kaiser Wheels IMCA RaceSaver Sprint main event. Back to green we go. Dusty Ballinger goes to the bottom of the speedway in turns 1 and 2, trying to get around Almdahl, but can't quite make it stick as Almdahl keeps the momentum on up top side. Ballinger again to the bottom. Can't make the line work as Ballinger and Almdahl continue to battle for second. J.D. Hamas holds on to that top spot. Ballinger to the top. He takes the second spot around Elliot Almdahl. Ballinger started tailing Charlie. Now he's up to second. Can he find a way around the 43 MB? Hamas working the top of the speedway. Ballinger working the bottom. Almdahl trying to find a way back to the top 2 cars. Another lap in the books for J.D. Hamas. Tony Drucke goes around in 3 and 4. Dalton Damagala gets together with him in 3 again. Caution on the speedway. Caution on the speedway as Tony Drucke spun and Dalton Damagala got into him in turns 3 and 4 once again. Just 5 laps remain here in the feature event for your IMCA RaceSaver Sprints. J.D. Hamas, your leader, on the gas. Dusty Ballinger trying to take over that top spot. Ballinger crosses over to the inside, goes to the bottom, slides up in front. We've got a new leader. It's the Combine, Dusty Ballinger. But J.D. Hamas says, no, sir, not quite yet. Hamas tries to reel in the Combine for that top spot. Ballinger slides up. Hamas gets high in 3 and 4. But it's still Dusty Ballinger out front. Ballinger leads Hamas, Almdahl, and the 3Z of Zebarth, the running order on the speedway. Ballinger beginning to open it up now in the 2D. This time by the flag stand. 2 laps remain for Dusty Ballinger. Elliot Almdahl trying to take over that second spot from J.D. Hamas, but can't make it stick. Dusty Ballinger takes the white flag one more time around Park Jefferson Speedway. Turns number 4, double checkered flag out for the first time this season. Dusty Ballinger back to victory lane. Second at the line will be, woo, I think J.D. Hamas might have held on. Looks like the scoreboard stays the same. Hamas takes second ahead of Almdahl and Zebarth. So congratulations to Dusty Ballinger picking up his first win of the season in the 2D. Again, we'll have victory celebrations after the feature events tonight.